Well, good morning and welcome back to another episode of Life in the Higham house. It is a beautiful day. Let me fix the picture there. The sun is shining, sky is blue. Look at this, just over my shoulder. It's incredible. But it's a gorgeous day. If you've been following, you know, this past weekend we had a ton of chores. So I get the camera back here. There you are, hello. We had a ton of chores, got a bunch of stuff done, repotted a lot of our seedlings that needed to get done. Got some things in the ground. Last week we got our raised flower bed set up and got that filled. And Amy and I just had a conversation this morning. We might pick a few more of those up because that just makes planting way easier. We don't have to turn up all of the soil, which we don't mind doing, but it comes with a lot of work, a lot of time, and you know, then you have this part of your yard that's, you know, turned up and you have to keep it that way. Whereas what we're finding with this raised flower bed, you put it together, you fill it up, you plant your stuff, you weed trim around it, and it's great. You're good to go. It's been really nice. Let's see, quick update. Yeah, we've had some success with some of our plantings, and we've had some not so good success with some of our plantings, which I was kind of afraid of because we waited so long to go from pots to the ground. The plants started struggling. I wasn't sure they were going to take, and so unfortunately we lost some of our seedlings. But that's why I plant so much, because I'm still learning how to do this. We're still trial and error. We're still, you know, reading books and watching vlogs and learning how to do this. And so we're going to have successes. We're going to have some failures. We're going to do some things really well. We're going to do some things not so well. And when it comes to planting, and I've done a garden for years, but for many of those years, we've bought the plants, and they're already super healthy, they're large, they've already been exposed to the elements, and you're just putting them in the dirt, and it's a much easier process. But to take them from seed to seedling, potting, repotting, putting them in the soil, like, we're learning how to do that well. But some of our plants have taken off and they're doing really well. Like our broccoli, I thought we were going to lose our broccoli, but it looks like we're going to have at least 6, maybe 7 plants of broccoli. The peas, we have a couple of the pea plants that are doing really well. A couple of the green beans doing really well. A couple of the snap peas doing really well. Some of them, not so much. Our run of kale did not take. I did pick up some kale because it was on sale, and it actually came out pretty cool. There were more kale plants in the pots than I was expecting. Same thing with our lettuce. Our lettuces did not take. I picked up some red romaine lettuce because it was there and on sale. So I did have to do some of those things. And I've told you before, I don't seem to have success with the lettuces, starting them from seed and getting them going. I've tried a number of years. It just doesn't work. It works better for me just to go get the plant and then plant the plant. And then we did that. Our tomatoes, 50-50. Some of them are doing really well. Some of them are struggling. Some of them didn't take. And again, those were the ones that I was most concerned of, thinking we waited too long before we replanted them. And now that's where we are. The other side of all of this is I think I need to move the greenhouse. I don't think it's getting enough light, which we knew. We kind of said before we had to rotate the trays so that everybody was getting light. I just don't think they're getting enough light. So I'm going to come up with another location for us to put the greenhouse for the next couple of days, because it's full. Both greenhouses are full, and I need to figure out what to do with the stuff that's in them so that everyone is growing. And I think they're too young to put them outside. So I've got to keep them in the greenhouse a little bit longer. Anyhow, guys, thanks for joining us today. We got lots of things. I didn't say this before, but this is graduation weekend for us. And what that means is Asher's graduating this coming weekend. And so along with work, along with ministry, along with kids finishing their last day of school, finals and all that type of stuff, along with the garden. We're getting the house ready. We're preparing for a graduation party. We're preparing for a prom and graduation. We got a lot on our plate this week. And so, yeah, we got our hands full. But I'm going to try to take you around this morning, show you what we've been doing, what we've been up to. I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot. I'm going to start some projects, and then we'll come back later this week and we'll show you how those projects have turned out. We're going to build some tomato decks. We're going to put the pool up. We got a lot of things to do, and I still have to work. So it's early. We're going to get out. We're going to try to get a few things done, and then I got to get to work. And then later in the evening, we'll be doing some more things around the house. So first things first, let's go out and get the chickens going, water the gardens. Let's get this guy going. So, one of the projects I have to think about, and I've been thinking about it, and we're going to do it, since we've got plants growing in what used to be our tomato bed. So since we planted in there, we can't put our tomatoes there this year. And so we're doing most of our tomatoes in buckets because I like the way they grow in buckets. It keeps them contained. I don't have to dig up a ton of ground, and I can move them if I need to. Like, as the season progresses, if I want to, give them more sun or whatever, I can move it. So I've been thinking, like, where do I put the tomatoes this year? Well, we got this spot on the side of our shed that is sun until about 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, and then the sun's finally over enough that it's shade. Actually, it might be closer to 3 o'clock. But, I mean, it's all sun now. It'll be sun almost all day. And so I thought this would be a great space to do the tomatoes. And at first, we had them just sitting here on the edge along the ground. Problem with that is, I really don't want them growing up against the shed. And every time I water them, I don't want the shed getting wet. And so we have this patch of ground here. And I thought, I wonder if there's a way I could construct some type of deck that I could put the tomatoes on so they could be here in this spot. It would be flatter, and I don't have to put them up against the shed. Then I thought, well, I have all of these pallets. Why not use the pallets as the deck? I have a ton of brick around the house. Let's move some brick to create some footings. It's not going to be something you want to walk on, but it should be strong enough to hold the tomatoes. And that gets them off the ground, gets them in a flat space. They'll be in the sun. I can water them, and they won't be growing up against the shed. So I think it's a good idea. And so one of the projects I have for this morning is to try to create at least half, if not the whole. I'm thinking 2 pallets will be enough for what I want to see happen. So let's go ahead and see if we can't figure that out. Okay, so I mapped out the space of what I want to do. We're going to take a pallet, we're going to lay it down on its side so that it covers this area here. And then using bricks, we're going to flatten this out here and here. Use the bricks as the footings, lay it down. It's already almost flat. Got to do a little tweaking to make sure it's flat. But we got to dig out first these holes so that they are a little flatter. And then bricks in, and then we're done. And if this works well on the first side, we'll duplicate it on the other side. So. So I'm really liking this. I think this was a smart idea. Let me just show you the final product here. And this is a great trick. So 2 pallets, a couple bricks, side of our house, plenty of sun, and look what we've created. We got our new tomato deck. I can put my buckets up there. I have it angled just slightly so the water runs off. I don't want water pooling on the wood. I don't want it rotting out any faster than it needs to. So I like it. It drains down to the corner. Oh, I like it a lot. This is a good idea. So these are our current tomato plants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pots. I got a few more that aren't quite ready to come outside. I think when we're all done, we're going to have, I don't know, maybe 12, 15 pots or buckets of tomatoes, and all different varieties. Beefsteak, big boy, lemon boy. We have picked up this gourmet slicing. It's going to be multicolored tomatoes that are supposed to be great for slicing and great for using in salads. We're trying them for the first time. The only thing that didn't take this year are the romas. None of the romas took. So we will have to start another round of romas, but I'm going to wait till after the Memorial Day holiday, after Asher's graduation, because I just don't have time to do that right now. But I know with time we can redo the romas and we will still get plenty of tomatoes. Last year we were getting Roma tomatoes well into late September. In fact, I think I made my spaghetti sauce like in September or October. So, all right, I got a lot to do today. So we're gonna wrap up the vlog here. Say thank you so much for watching. Still getting over my cold. Got a little bit of a cough. It's almost all gone. Quick update for the vlog. So we've been trying to figure out the best way to do this. Juggling my work, ministry, and all of the garden stuff, which we want to do. We want to see our YouTube channel grow. We'd love to continue to welcome new subscribers. I want to continue to share our story. I want to continue to share our journey doing homesteading, garden, chicken stuff, meat birds, all that stuff. So we're going to keep doing it, but I have to do it in a way that's manageable. I don't want to just, vlog in splurts and kind of leave you guys hanging, wondering when the next vlog is going to come. I can't do daily vlogs. In fact, I don't think I can create enough content to do daily vlogs yet. I just don't have that much stuff without showing you the same thing over and over and over again. But I found that I can do as many as 3 videos a week. So here's what we're going to do. At least for the duration of June and July. Now bear in mind, in June and July, I will be doing a ton of traveling for my job. So it could still be a little intermittent. It might not be on a regular basis just yet. You got to give me a little grace through June and July. It's going to be super busy. But I think we can go to posting a vlog every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I think we can do that. I think I can do enough around the house, with the garden, with the chicks, to create content for at least 3 days. And doing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday makes it a little more easy for me to do that. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to switch right after Memorial Day weekend. Actually, starting this week. So you're seeing this vlog on Wednesday. It's going to be Tuesday that I'm actually recording it. And then I'll do another one for Friday. You'll see that one on Friday. So we'll start this week. I already posted one for Monday. Go back and watch that. And then today, you're watching it Wednesday, and then one on Friday. That way every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we should have a fresh vlog coming to you with some of the stuff that we're doing around the house and in our garden and with our animals. I hope that's fair. That way you guys know I have a plan, and you're not just sitting there, one vlog every week or one vlog every 2 weeks. And as we get into June and July, if it looks like it's going to be super crazy and I'm going to have a hard time I'll let you know so that you're not waiting for it. Not that we have that much of a following. I mean, I appreciate all of you. I am stoked that we're over 500. I love it. It's so much fun for me to do these, and so I'm hoping you're enjoying them. In fact, if you are enjoying them, like, leave a comment below. I know we're being watched. We're not being watched by all 500 of you. That's the interesting thing. I got 500 subscribers, but we're only getting views for a couple dozen or so. So go ahead and do that. All right, I gotta run. Thanks so much. Make sure you follow the blog, lifeinthehigham.com, and I'll see you next time right here. Later, guys.